Joanna's story. In my blended family, there was lots of animosity from my mom after my parents' divorce, especially when my dad married 21-year-old Lucy. I loved everything about her. She looked and acted so cool. My mom hated her. I instinctively knew that I couldn't bring up anything about Lucy to my mom. When they got married, my mom said I wasn't invited. I remember feeling very left out and unloved. Years later, my dad said, "Of course you were invited. Your mom wouldn't let you go." My mom hated Lucy so much that she lashed out to hurt them by not letting me go to their wedding, and ultimately, I'm the one who got hurt. Joanna experienced a controlling frenemy who wants all the power. She makes all of the choices, wants to know where you are at all times, and gets upset when you make other plans without her. I'm frequently asked, why do people have frenemy relationships? There are lots of reasons, but typically it's because they have a history. It's hard to cut ties, guilt, fearful of conflict, or they're simply unaware of the behavior. But are they really unaware? I think most people know how it feels when someone isn't there for you or treats you poorly. It's just hard to face. This vlog, Facing Female Frenemies, is the third in a 4-part series that dives into 9 frenemy personas. The first vlog provided an overview of all the personas. The second described ambivalent and competitive frenemies, and this one addresses controlling, jealous, and negative, difficult frenemies. To recap, a frenemy is the opposite of a friend and combines the characteristics of friend and enemy. It's someone you don't trust because they've given you very good reason to not trust them. It's traditionally someone whom you may be friendly with despite a fundamental dislike or rivalry, and has been used to describe personal and working relationships. Let's examine 2 more personas. Melody's story. There is a persecutor-victim-rescuer mentality about the relationships my mom has with her sisters. It's always a rivalry to be on the top based on who has more. I think that because of our mothers, the relationship I have with my female cousin isn't great. When things are neutral, or if I'm perceived as being less than, it's okay. But if anyone else close to my cousin has more than she does, she gets jealous. My cousin's good friend divorced, came into money, and remodeled her home. My cousin was blatantly angry that her friend had the financial means to remodel. She said, "It's not fair that she has this money. I should have it too." Melody shared an example of a jealous frenemy. When you have good news, she's not excited. She'll put you down, make you feel insecure, one-up you, or turn the conversation into something about her. She's jealous of your success, beauty, personality, or social status. Jan's story. I loved Tina, but after several years, I realized I had to distance myself. Every time we spoke, she was negative and angry. She asked to borrow money, and I agreed. But then it became a continual request, and she never attempted to pay me back. So I started saying no. I felt drained just being around her. It didn't seem from my point of view that she was doing anything to improve the situation, which was frustrating. Jan references a negative, difficult frenemy who's combative, dramatic, and objects to everything. She's a Debbie Downer that looks for things to be upset over. Nothing is ever right, and she'll let you know by complaining loudly. She never wants to hear how you're doing, only to voice what she's feeling. So wow, we're almost to the end of the list. Are you curious to learn more? Stay tuned next week for the last vlog in this series as I dive into the remaining frenemy personalities.